All right, we are here with the team builder. If you guys didn't look at last week's, I don't blame you. It was a very bad battle. We're sitting at 1-4 right now. We got 5-0'd by Stall. It was horrible. It was the worst experience in a battle I've ever had in my entire life. So I made some changes to the team. Crocodile and Cyclozar are dropped for Grimmsnarl and Regidrago to make my team a lot more hyper offense, so I can just try to sweep people. But for this week, this is what we have to work with, which is totally fine because Cyclozar is our only real answer for Chiyu in this matchup. So we definitely needed it. But yeah, we're facing against Lars. They're 4-1, so opposite mine. I really need to win out to make it to the playoffs. There's probably a slight chance that I can drop one more and win the rest and make it. But I'd really like to win this one. I think we have favorable matchups in the last 3 weeks, which is really nice because it is a 9-week season instead of the usual 8-week season. But it's definitely tough. But looking at their team, they have that Chiyu, like I said, that's one of their TERA captains. TERA Fire is incredibly strong into me. I don't have switch-ins to that. I'm assuming that thing might come just as specs. If it does, then that's actually pretty nice because we can pivot with Slowbro if they try to go for the fire attacks. But Dark Pulse is also just super strong into my team. They have Landers Therian, who's the kill leader as of right now. TERA as well on that thing, which is super scary. Roaring Moon, Petrarunt, Talonflame, Slowking, Arbala. I mean, they got a lot of crazy stuff. I honestly could just see like the top 6 coming. I wouldn't blame them for bringing like Arbalva, Orthworm, Cobalion, any of those. I don't really blame them if they want to do any of that. But yeah, let's just go over what we're bringing. So we're going to start off with Focus Sash, Lead, Crocodile. We have Intimidate on this thing. Eventually, I mean, we could save it for later in the game for Landers Therian. Try to make sure it can't get a Sword Stance off or do anything crazy. Same for Roaring Moon. And we could just knock off Earthquake. Rock Slide is there for Talonflame. And, it's just a decent hit into most of their team. Next up is an Assault Vest Cyclozar. This thing is max Bidef with a lot of HP. We're outrunning Modest Chiyu, so we can always scout for that, knock off the specs potentially, U-turn out, and get our regenerator back. If they're like Modest specs, Overheat is doing like 50%, which is crazy with the Assault Vest. And being resistant and everything, but we don't have any switch-ins to this mod at all, so we had to bring it. But we have Rapid Spin just in case they do want to set up hazards with Cobalion or Landorus or Earthworm, and then Ice Spinner to hit Landorus. Have Terra Steel Komao max special attack on this thing. We're gonna click Clangorous Soul. We're gonna click Clanging Scales. We're gonna just destroy their team. I have Bulletproof on this with Terra Steel, so we wall the Pecharunt if they are Shadow Ball, because Bulletproof blocks that. If they're Hex, then they can hit me with that, but it's not going to do very much damage. So that's really the setup fodder that I'm looking for. And, I can set up versus actually a lot of things on their team, like potentially Talonflame, Slowking if they're not T-Wave. Arbalva might want to click Alluring Voice, which is scary. But there are plenty of things that I can set up on, and I'm not going to be afraid to set up this time. Might pull a double or two to see if they want to switch out to Mirror Herb Landorus, which I think is pretty solid in the matchup. But we'll see. We also have Cinderace here. This is Clear Amulet, so the Landorus can't drop our attack, and the Pecharunt also cannot with Parting Shot. And we set up a Sword Stance. If they're just max HP Lando or if they're full attacking, they die in one Pyro Ball, which is really good. We outspeed everything on their team except for Talonflame. Do Speed Tie with Roaring Moon, so that's pretty tough. But at +2, I mean, we're destroying it with Low Kick. Chiyu probably dies to Low Kick as well, along with Cobalion and the Orthworm. Chiyu might just die to Pyro Ball, though. It definitely dies to U-turn with the Libero up. And it's just really there so the Pecharunt doesn't switch in on a potential high jump kick. And they might want to Parting Shot out, so that's why the Clear Amulet plus Sword Stance is perfect. Alright, next up we have Contrary Enamorous with the Choice Specs. I guess Contrary doesn't really matter. I really wanted to bring a mixed set, but Choice Specs just goes crazy into their team. They need some sort of special wall, potentially AV Slowking, potentially AV on something else, potentially just Max Spadef, Petron, or Talonflame are good answers into this, but they're the only answers. Because Moonblast goes crazy into them. I do have Mystical Fire, which is a decent hit into most of their team. And then Earth Power as well, but, you know, Earthworm obviously eats that up for days. We also have Healing Wish on this thing, so if, you know, Cinderace gets low, if Como gets low, we can heal those things up. And last up is a Slowbro. This thing is just about max special defense. If they're not choice specs on Chi-Yu, we can always eat a Dark Pulse from them. And we can get a Thunder Wave back. We never flinch because of the Covert Cloak, which is really nice. We also never get poisoned by Petron because of the Covert Cloak, which is awesome as well. T-Waves are really nice to throw around on their team because they don't really have a Pokemon that wants to switch in, because they don't really want to go Landorus and take an Ice Beam or a Scald to the face. So yeah, this is a very, very solid Mon that I'm excited to use in the matchup, even though it doesn't look good on first glance with Roaring Moon in the back and Chi-Yu. But that's going to be it for the team builder. Like I said, we really need this win. I've actually been literally throwing every single game recently. That's not true. You know, I've been doing all right in some leagues. Some leagues I've just been throwing. I've lost 3 straight in GWA low tier, which you may or may not know by now. If not, then you'll see it tomorrow. And then what? This 4 in a row in here. I'm just not doing the best in these leagues. Other leagues I'm doing fine. I feel happy with my performance. In other leagues I'm just crumbling under the pressure. Don't have the exact teams that, you know, fit what I like. So that's why I made some changes, and hopefully Regidrago and the Grimmsnarl can really take us home here, because I need some big wins to secure playoffs. That's about it. See you guys in the battle. We're connecting to Lars, and they just told me they were Terra captains, but they didn't bring Chi-Yu. Yeah, interesting, and they bring Alcremie for the first time. They have Terra Flying on Lando, which is obviously very scary. Slowking's here as well. Very interesting. So I still think that either Roaring Moon or Landorus could be a Mirror Herb for this Como. But all in all, not too bad. I do dislike seeing Talonflame. It's very annoying for me to deal with. And I honestly think I might just lead Enamorus. It is actually very good into them. Well, if they lead Landorus, let me just check this. Versus a Landorus, we might just one-shot them turn 1. But that's not the right Landorus. Landorus, Therian. I mean, if they have no investment, it's the same thing. Yeah, we're just going to lead off with this heavy hitter and see what we can do versus them. I really need to win this game. It's so important to me. Alright, if we see Lando lead, I'll probably just attack. I could switch out to Crook, though, and just play it a little bit safer. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Definitely a little scary here. It is the Landorus. Alright. So they're Terra Flying. They're going to raise my attack. Okay, on the off chance they're like Terra Flying, Terra Blast from Choice Scarf. They could actually knock me out. And they also might just want to set their rocks and be more defensive, so I'm going to go out to my Crook and get the Intimidate off on them. We'll see what they are. They also could just click U-turn, which would be annoying. They switch out, so they're Scarfed. Okay. Scarf. Awesome. This is great for us. This right here is great. Talonflame versus our Crook. Now, obviously, we can click Stealth Rocks, we can click Rock Slide, we can click Knockoff even. I think Knockoff is probably the better play just off the bat here. I think we're going to go for it. They might swap Predicting a Rock Slide / Stone Edge, being annoying. They also might click Will-O-Wisp, which could be annoying. But knocking off some boots from this thing would be really nice. as they do withdraw. All right. That's awesome. Free knockoff here on Alcremie, I think. Yep. Okay, what is the Alcremie? That actually did kind of a lot. Kebia Berry. Quite interesting. I'm gonna keep this thing alive for sure. Now, I don't want them to just like set up on me. That would be scary. You know what? Maybe it's more worth it just to click Earthquake. But if they click Acid Armor, then I'm in a tough spot. Honestly, I think I'd go hard Enam. Even if they Calm Mind once, I think we would be knocking them out. Let's just do it here. I doubt they bring this thing in just to click Calm Mind in my face, because I would have 2KO'd them with Earthquake. At that point, they're also not leftovers, which is nice. But yeah, we're just gonna make the aggressive Enam. As they withdraw. Okay, they've just been switching around into the Talonflame. Okay. I mean, that's a good one then. I guess a good call. Just a lot of switching around in this game so far, which is fine. I think I might just go Cyclizar here. Taking a Will-O-Wisp would be pretty annoying. How much do we do to this Talonflame? We actually do 50%. And we can see if they actually have speed investment. You know what? I'm just gonna click Moonblast. They're gonna Will-O-Wisp, so they are fast. Alright, let's see how much this Moonblast does. It does 50%. It's a good chunk. So we could obviously knock them out here. They might U-turn. They might Willow again. I think I'm gonna go Cycle though. And then I can click Knockoff versus their team. Or just U-turn out. As they stay in, they could just be roosting, they could be U-turning. Yeah, they do just roost. Okay. Roost plus Willow. Alright. Do I click U-turn or do I click Knockoff here? That's the question. Because if it's Alcremie, then I want a U-turn for sure. I'm a U-turn. I don't think they stay in here. If they do, it's a good play, but we can probably just go... We could go Enam, but we probably just go Slowbro. Yep, they withdraw. This is probably the Alcremie. No, it's not. It's the Slowking. Alright. Cycle, that does a ton. Yeah, that U-turn does a ton. They're specially defensive. Okay. Spadef on Slowking. That's actually great. We'd love to see that. I think we can just go Crook and fire off a knockoff. Get that Intimidate off. I think it's a free knock. If they want to go Alcremie, that's fine. Oh, they're Colbert. Okay. That's okay. Colbert's a good prep. Scald, we live. No burn. Dang it. That's annoying. That's very annoying. I mean, we were Sash. I meant to click Stealth Rocks there. Definitely meant to click Stealth Rock. Oh well. They're gonna withdraw. If this is Talonflame, then, I mean, good play on me, I guess. Nah, it's the Alcremie. Yeah, definitely a misclick there. 59 to 39. It's doing 20. I really don't want to let them set up, but I'm just going to Stealth Rock here. It's definitely scary, but, you know. As they just recover. Okay. That's fine. They're at full. I mean, this Alcremie, I don't think it's going to appreciate Enamorous coming in. It's really not. So I'm just going to fire off Earthquake. I'll die at the end of this turn. If they want to click Calm Mind, that's okay. Oh, so we know no Mirror Herb on the Lando. I think this Alcremie is Fizz Def. Oh, big crits. They Acid Armor. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Now we get to go Enam. Yeah, super free Enam. And after that crit, it's probably in range. Let me check this. Crocodile, burned, crit EQ. Never mind, they're... Oh, I had that it was holding a burn drive, not that it was burned. And I'm insane. Yeah, Moonblast is free. We're gonna go for it. They can go Pecharunt if they want, but it's gonna take too much. They withdraw. Even if they didn't get crit there, I was probably going Enam. So they go Talonflame. Alright, so do they want to click Defog on this turn and give me an evasion boost? Or do they want to let this thing go down? I mean, they could click Roost, but, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. An evasion boost would be pretty funny. Yep, they defog. They give me the evasion boost. I didn't do it. They gave it to me. Like, they just full-on gave me an evasion boost. But Talon's down now, which is great. That's what we love to see. No rocks up is fine. Alcremie's chipped. They go out to the Lando. Alright, if this thing is like max attack like I'm expecting, Adamant, Choice Scarf. I mean, they can click Stone Edge. Stone Edge, the chances of it hitting me are so low. And if that's what they go for, then I can go into Como and set up for free. We're gonna Moonblast. They're gonna TERA Fly, as expected. TERA Blast may very well kill me here. And we'll see if it does. It probably does, which would be unfortunate. So they do TERA Blast. Let's see. Yep, it knocks us out. But that's TERA Flying TERA Blast. And now we can freely go Como, I think. Alright, free Como here. We're gonna Terra Steel for sure. And instead of clicking Clangorous Soul, we're gonna click Clanging Scales this turn. Just in case they want to switch to the Roaring Moon. This is still gonna do 1,000,000%. And it's just, you know, sort of coverage, as they do withdraw. Tell me it's the Roaring Moon. Yes! Yes, I caught the moon! This thing has to be Mirror Herb. 100,000,000% this thing is Mirror Herb. 1,000,000%. Clanging Scales is 92 to 109. Alright, we get the TERA off. Okay, Clanging Scales. Oh! They do live on 1. That's definitely unfortunate. And we get the Throat Spray now. Let me just show it. Bro, no Mirror Herb? They swapped hard into it with no Mirror Herb. It's crazy. But I guess I kind of forgot that I was gonna get my special attack boost off of that. Now we're in a little bit of an interesting spot. But I think I'm just gonna go Cyclozar. I don't need the Throat Spray or anything. And I don't feel confident enough to click Cling Scale or Clinger Soul. Okay, Outrage. It's gonna blow me back. Not really the play I expected them to make. Like, what? If they're Choice Banded Outrage into Terra Steel Komao, I mean, it's doing 50%. It's not a 2-hit KO ever from Jolly Choice Band. Alright. We're gonna click Clangorous Soul here. Because they're locked in. Okay, it did 100 damage. They're not banded. That is a max roll for Jolly. But now we're Omni boosted. They could very well have been Adamant. I know, but we take a lot of damage there. They do have Scarf Lando. I guess maybe that wasn't the best play then. Yeah, I might have just thrown this. Scarf Lando EQ goes crazy now. Oh man, that was, yeah, not my brightest play. Do they kill me at +1? Oh yeah. Oh, there's Scarf. So they're just gonna click Outrage. Alright, we're gonna live. Get the Aura Sphere off. So Roaring Moon goes down. Yeah, but they get to go out to Landorus. And we're gonna have to let this go down. Oh, a huge throw by me. Huge throw. Yep. Indomitable T. Click Clinging Scales every time, but they outspeed with Earthquake. Oh man, I threw this one too. Man, if I just killed with that Clanging Scales at first, which was a roll in my favor to kill, by the way, then we would have been completely fine. So that's unfortunate. What do we have in the back? Pecharunt, full health. I'm just gonna try to get a T-Wave off on this thing. If they switch out into something else and get a T-Wave off on it, that's fine as well. But I am gonna have to go hard Cinderace on something, I think. But maybe they just stay in and click Earthquake, because I can't knock them out. If they do, I'd be pretty happy. In that case, maybe Scald would have been better to try to get the burn. Man, yeah, huge throws by me. Alright, T-Wave was the right play. So you do go into Pecharunt. Pechapuff, nice. Alright, 2 Psychic Noises will take them out. So we're gonna go for it. As they're gonna withdraw. Alright. into the Slowking. Is there a way that we win this game still? I mean, yes. I think it's called by T-waving everything. Oh, well, they had the same idea. It's understandable. I mean, honestly, this Slowbro is really hard for them to kill. Obviously, their Slowking is super hard for me to kill. Did that thing even have... Did it have a generator? Let me click Psychic Noise. This is quite interesting. Yeah, they're gonna chill you out. If they go Alcremie, I think we go hard Cinderace. Petra must be Hex. Yo, what? They went Lando? I just spammed click Psychic Noise. Did not mean to do that. Okay, that did 160 from Landorus. They're adamant. No, never mind. I'm just crazy. They're not adamant, they're jolly. Unfortunately, Cinderace does not have the power to eat an Earthquake. Alright, we get a huge chunk on that thing. Alright, play here is to go Cinderace. 1,000,000%. On the Hex. Yep, they're gonna Hex. Did a decent chunk. Petron, I mean, this could kill depending on the spread. So I'm just gonna Pyro. Come on, please knock it out. Nice. Alright. Now Landorus comes out. Earthquake probably wins the game, but I have to go off a throw of them clicking U-turn. Or clear Amulet. Alright, I have to go off the throw. So they TERA Blast. Wait a second, wait a second. Ah, we don't live. Really? TERA Blast flying? Yeah, it's a guaranteed kill. And we can never recover enough. I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam Freeze. Because they're gonna TERA Blast. That does way too much, man. Come on, give me the Ice Beam Freeze. Freeze, freeze, freeze? No. That's gonna be the game. I think we're missing out on playoffs now. Actually, we can live this. We can actually live. We don't. Dang, I threw with Como yet again. I am just the master of throwing, man. I've thrown... That's the third game in this league that I've thrown. Why would they click Outrage into my Terra Steel guy, man? Because if I just clicked, you know, I just clicked any move to kill them. Or if I just killed them on the switch-in, I would have been totally fine, too. I'm really curious what that roll was from Como on Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon, 50% chance to KO. Yeah, that is so sad that I missed out on it. But it is what it is. We 100% have to win out to have any shot, but I don't think we're making it to playoffs. But yeah, that's about it for me. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and sub. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.